I go in there to to plug up the issue because I remember disconnecting it, and I literally have a rat's nest in there. You can see in there a rat pretty much has some nylon bags, some sponge, carried some clothing, everything inside of there. So I literally had a rat nest in my rat nest wiring. Alrighty, so it's day I lost count. We're about to attempt to start. So for whatever reason, my starter wire, which is on second switch on the left, top switch, doesn't want to work. So I rigged up a wire. Just gonna touch it to 12 volts. We're gonna hopefully try to get our first start. My wife is here. She'll be on the inside to switch it off it if anything goes wrong. Good old starter fluid.
What?
I said good old starter fluid. Put it on.
Go on.
Alright, switch it off for me. It started. Alright, I'll call you back when I need you. So it ran. Sounded like it was on 2 cylinders for whatever reason, so I'll check the plugs. And and we have a few fuel leaks from here. I don't recall loosening it. But we have some fuel leaking out of here. At least we got it to sort of fire up. Right, so need to investigate a little bit more. I thought you were singing. Here's your 5 seconds of film, boy. Someone suddenly got camera shy. Ha ha ha. So at this point I am 150% confused. What is that? Jaden, no stone.
No.
At this point I am 100%, 150%, I'm pretty sure confused as to where exactly the last clips in this video are. So let me bring you guys up to speed in 10 seconds. So when I was assembling the motor, I went ahead and I put the chain wrong, and then I started reading the service manual. But at that point I realized the chain was already wrong. I did not want to reopen the motor. I put the built head on the car. The car started, it was on 2 cylinders, so I thought something was wrong with the head. So I pulled that head out, put the SR20DE head, the original head, back on the motor. And at that point I realized that, well, when I was timing the motor, I realized that I had the timing wrong. So now we're here, fast forward, the starter died. I just came from the I just came from the shop with it, and now I'm about to install it and hopefully get a start out of Judas. So that's roughly 30 seconds. Yeah, so let's go. Ready, JJ?
Yes.
I'll let you know when.
Okay.
Okay?
checking.
It started. Okay, so it's idling high, so we have a few leaks. Daddy needs to fix a couple leaks. Let me try and find where it's idling high. And we'll go again. Okay?
Okay, turn it on.
No, not yet.
I did it fast, right, Daddy?
Pardon?
I did it fast, right?
Yeah.
It's smoking it
Yes, baby, it's smoking.
because of water.
Mm-hmm.
Now I didn't pass around a different. You watching me? You feeling me there, Daddy?
No.
Okay, I'll be nervous.
You'll be nervous.
And then I will not be able to get the thing right.
You'll get it right. No worry. That is just trying to get a shot of something. Okay?
It won't mess up anything. Dad, if that gets shocked, I'm not touching none of no metal.
No. Okay? I'm gonna go one more time.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes. It's on. That was very fast, right, Daddy? I saw you do like this.
Okay, so that we we ran it. It's idling very high, so I'm suspecting a vacuum leak of some sort. Hopefully my lighting is not too bad.
Can you do it
Thanks to my
again?
helper. No, we cannot start it too much. I need to, the gearbox is still dry, so I need to put some gearbox oil in. Well, reinstall the shifter. Thank you, my helper, with the big turbo
I'm
between your
staying
legs.
here. I want dinner here.
Alright, so we have it running. So it feels good to have it running.
Because you said I could have dinner here. I want dinner here.
Okay, I'll bring your dinner for you in a little bit. So we have it running. I just tried to get a clip of, I had a data log running. So hopefully, yeah, that should, let me end that data log. Ba-ba-bam. And yeah, so yeah, so it's logging. I need to look at oil pressure. Hopefully the transducers and everything was working, and fuel pressure and everything, but for the most part, lots of stuff to check. Vacuum leaks, everything, and finish up with the gearbox. And yeah, so Judas runs. All right, I'm trying to remember how many starts we've gotten, but it should be start number 5 or something. All right, so I plugged up a major vacuum leak. I think this one here. So I just put some holes and I twisted it up. So should fix the high idle. Should start a log. See what it idles at, because I cannot be jumping up. And the reason I'm going back and forth is because I cut the login. Ignition is on. Oh, it's still logging. Record log. The reason I keep having to go with that wire is because I cut it. It's actually supposed to go to a switch, but I cut it when I was trying to troubleshoot the starter, so I have to just manually start it. Manually start the starter. Okay, let's go. Fuel pressure is high. Oil pressure is about, yeah, sure, 58-ish. me stop that log. So I think I've run it enough without my gearbox actually being oiled up. So alright, so gonna film the outro. Let me set up this tripod. The outro for this video, and it's been a long time coming, so I'm really better. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I have it started. I've learned a lot. I've learned to read the manual. So all of my troubles pretty much again because I did not read the manual. I installed the chain wrong, and because I installed the chain wrong, I think the birds are about to call it a day as well. It's getting late because I said the chain wrong. I did not time the other head properly, and that was the reason the car was running on 2 cylinders. So now that I have the timing right, the last log I just looked at it, the car was still cold. In the last start day it was about 45 degrees Celsius, and the idle went down to about 1100, which is about what I remember it being, and oil pressure was about 55 psi, which is again within factory specs. So oil pressure is good, engine is sounding healthy, I don't see any leaks, so it's looking good. So I lost one of my engine mounts, so I'm waiting on my other engine mount to come in, and then I just need to install my dry shaft, oil up the gearbox. Still has a little bit of oil in it, but need to top it off, probably down about a quarter to. And I think that's about it. And after that, I am going to redo the harness because the oil pressure is still showing. The oil pressure according to the link is showing low. It's showing the oil temps are showing 90 degrees, which is impossible. The coolant temp is 40 something degrees Celsius, so it's impossible for my oil temp to be 90. And it's showing that my oil pressure is, what is that, about 10 psi, roughly 70 kPa, which is wrong. So that was the issue I was having to begin with, so I need to sort that out, and I also need to sort out the entire harness because the harness on this car is junk. So as soon as I get all the mechanical bits, hopefully tomorrow or the day after, or whenever the mounts come in, so I have the mechanical gauge. So as soon as I sort out everything in a day or two, then I'm going to start on the harness, and then it should be the last bit, and hopefully take it out for a drive. It's been a long rebuild. I started, I think the first video I said it would take about a week or two, maybe a couple of weeks. It's taken me about 3 or 4 months now, way too long. So thanks to everyone who has stuck in there. Thanks to everyone who has given me well wishes. The last video especially, everyone is telling me to keep at it. Yeah, so hopefully the lighting isn't bad. The last one I realized the lighting was super poor, so hopefully it's not bad. And my wife always comes down the stairs every time I'm recording a video. Alright, so everybody who gave me well wishes and words of encouragement, thank you guys. I do plan on, I plan on doing a live stream or something at least to hear from you guys. I love hearing you guys' stories, motorcycling, car stories. Those of you who are frustrated or not, I love hearing everything about you guys. So I may do a live stream maybe this weekend, but whatever it is, I'll put out something on the YouTube to let you guys know how it's going to go. So I need to edit this video. Hopefully I put it out tomorrow morning for my Patreon subscribers, and tomorrow is Tuesday, and hopefully tomorrow night or the day after. I usually try to do 12 to 24 hours for my Patreon to get the early view, but I usually try to go for 24 hours, but we'll see how that goes. So hopefully by midweek this video should be out, and thanks everyone, and I'll catch you guys later. Till then, stay safe.